We are back in the Diecast Museum today, and today I'm taking a break from sorting Hot Wheels cars in these boxes here. These are my premium Hot Wheels car culture vehicles, and I've gone ahead and labeled them all, but we've been looking at that stuff quite a bit over the last few days. So today we are going to look at new M2. Some of the stuff is brand new and super cool. Check out this new casting of the Chevy C1500. I've also got a GMC Sierra casting of it, 1996, to look at, and a really cool K5 Blazer. But I've got a whole bunch more of them all set up here on the table. Let's spin around and take a look at what we've got. So many cool vehicles released by M2 in the year 2022, as well as continuing to drop in 2023. And some of my absolute favorite castings to collect are these big old square body sort of vehicles, pickup trucks. And we've got some new ones now, those GMCs and Chevys I just described to you. The Blazers, service trucks, and some old fleet side Silverados and Chevy Cheyennes, I do believe. Some of these going back to early 2022. Many of them quite rare with only a few limited castings released. First truck I'm taking out of the package is the special order paint color pink edition. These are all metallic pink, and there would have been 6 vehicles in the set, each at, I believe, 9,600 pieces. I chose to only buy the 2 trucks, and these are part of release, what does that say? S110, Series 110. And so quite a few releases of these trucks. The other truck was a 73 Chevy Cheyenne Super 10, of course. And I bought a duplicate of this truck because it's just so awesome. We're going to take a quick look at both of them, but everything is coming out of the package, of course, and we're going to do the review here. Not too detailed because there's just so much to look at. As you can see, really nice tires on M2 trucks and nice rims and or wheels. Some of them have opening hoods. I think most of them do, actually. This one's kind of limited in how far it opens. Accessories, dependent on which vehicles you get. This one has the chrome roll bar. Interchangeable rooftop, I'm sure, with other K5 Blazers. For instance, the Holly truck doesn't come with a roof. So there you go. And then we've got the pickup truck here. Colonel Square Body, it says on the door. So we've seen this one, Colonel Square Body, done several times over the years with different paint colors. Always with these big wild slicks, the box delete on the back. And that crazy engine. This one has some yellow transparent headlights in it. Wrapped in Goodyear tires on those wheels. Okay, let's keep going here, and we're going to look at some K5 Blazers. Now, these are really cool because they've got some cool artwork on the packaging that depicts the truck very well and its wheels. And with a pair of scissors, I've just cut the side and bottom edge of the plastic off the packaging. M2 has these nice little Lexan display cases. Now note, this truck has 2 elastic bands holding the roof onto the vehicle, so I'll have to carefully remove those and potentially off camera so I don't scratch or nick the truck, as I often use a tool to cut those elastics versus trying to pry them off and potentially, you know, take a bumper off by accident. But there's the truck on the platform already. Opening hood on it as well. It's a little dark under there, but we've got a detailed engine. And now let's get the orange version of this truck out. These are release, what does that say? MJS 45, so that would be the Miho exclusives, MJS, and Series 45, I suppose. 45th exclusive. I'm not really 100% certain, as I do buy these vehicles all with my own money and from various retailers around the continent. So we'll get those off the platforms and give them a quick roll. To remove the trucks from the platform, you only need a small Phillips head screwdriver or star head screwdriver. Now, normally the screws come out pretty easily, but I've had a couple now where they are cross-thread into the base of the truck, so you really got to push on the screwdriver as you start to turn it, so as to avoid just stripping out the head of the screw. So hopefully that is not continuing with all of the vehicles, as that does make it a little bit more of a workout for the old fingies. But there it is. There's the truck off of the platform. Looking really cool with the roof off too, and the jump seat. facing forwards, of course. I really like that lower look. Now, M2 always have metal chassis in this premium line of vehicles, and they do have all of the information of the vehicle clearly legible on the bottom in white paint, as well as the copyright. So I do like that. Not all diecast manufacturers have that information readily available and easy to read. Also, great rollers. M2's really got some nice axles and wheels. One more truck come off the base, and then we're going to speed open the rest of these vehicles. Another beautiful paint job. I have to say, the chrome looks fantastic on these trucks, and they just really have a nice stance. So another decent roller, and you can even mix up the tops, of course. Check out this colorful assortment of trucks already. I've got 3 K5 Blazers left to open. These two coming out next, and then the Christmas-themed 74 K5 is going to come out 2 vehicles from now after these two. But let's take a look at this one. Limited to 13,200 pieces, so hopefully that's enough for every fan of this truck to get their hands on one. Now, I don't find these in my local stores all that often, so more times than not, I have to order these from various sellers on eBay or different companies on the intraweb. And so what do we got listed here? HS30, it says, for the serial number. And for this Holly-themed one, we've got 6,600 pieces. It also says that there are 600 chase vehicles in total. And this is MJS 46. So I believe that's a different series than these other Miho exclusives. This one was 40, what was that, 45? We can't get a focus. 45 and 41. So those were actually several series apart. Maybe not necessarily released at the exact same time. And some more elastics to remove. 2 more fantastic looking K5 Blazers here. Unfortunately, this one has a few problems, and something I'm starting to notice about the casting in general is the hood does not open all that easily. It doesn't open very far enough to see the engine. It's nice that this back part comes off and it sits on there pretty well. It's actually quite secure, other than if you were to tip it upside down. It's got great details on that steering wheel and dashboard as well. Of course, everywhere around the truck has great details, but this hood is a little bit crooked as well, and I actually can't open it at all, which is a little unfortunate. There is a paint defect. That's not a big, huge deal, but this is a bit of a problem. The wheel was drilled off center, so as you can see, although it rolls, it's got quite a lumpy roll. Now, no problems on the Holly equipped K5 Blazer, other than the hood also is a little crooked, doesn't open very far. So that's about all I can get on it without forcing it and potentially breaking the hinges or causing a further misalignment, which I do not want to do. I mean, granted, these are mainly static display models, and they do display very well. I mean, check out the details on those drive shafts. You don't see that on very many 1/64 scale brands at this price, and especially with this many opening parts, authentic licensed tires, and just really good build quality all the way around. I love that M2 builds their vehicles with screws, for instance. You can really do a lot of customization because of that. So, and also because of that, this is going to be a fairly easy thing to fix. Something a non-opener would never have even noticed, as this was against the package side. But I'm not sure if this is going to show up very well. You can see the axle just missed the center portion of the wheel. So a fairly easy fix. The hoods, probably not so much. But again, I'm not going to be opening and closing the hoods. They're not play toys to me. But, you know, it would be nice to be able to see the engine a little better if that was possible. So we do have 1 K5 Blazer left to open. And that is the Christmas edition. Limited to 9,600 pieces. You got all those cute little polar bears drinking that Coca-Cola product delightfully on the back. So we'll open that up in, well, might as well open that one next, because then from there we're going to look at this new casting. New to me anyways. These newer GMC and Chevy pickup trucks from the early mid-90s, also limited to 9,600 pieces. And then this is one of the newest ones that I saw, the Heartbeat of America 454 SS. And that one is limited to 14,580 pieces with 1,350 chases. Okay, let's get these trucks out of the package. We'll take a quick look at them in the Lexan first, just fairly quickly. Again, elastics holding the back roof piece on. Some really cool snowflakes. The real thing, it says on the window. K5 Blazer on the fender. Very realistic looking detailed plow. Now, these are made of plastic, so they're fairly fragile. SK06 on the name base here. And how about that hood? Might as well try and open the hood while... Yeah, see, so that's about all it will open, which is not very far. But then if it were to open farther, you're not going to get such nice, clean hood lines around the rest of the vehicle. I understand this. So it's still nice that it opens, because as a customizer, potentially you may want to open the hood a little further and perhaps make your own modifications that might be just a little too complicated for mass production of these trucks. And if nothing else, it gives you options in customizing. So let's get this removed from the base. Well, maybe we'll take it out for a side-by-side, actually, against this truck. I figure they must have been released around the same time, given that they have the same release number, SK07 on that one. So yeah, they're only one serial number apart. And really cool to get this truck at long last. I know a lot of people were looking forward to having one of these to open up. Catch the wave. It comes with a little diorama Christmas tree in the back. The plow, and it appears that it may have an opening hood as well. Really like that the box and the cab are separate pieces. I want to be careful I don't bust these lights off. Really got to be careful here. You know, I'm not even going to try. I'll try it on this truck, which is going to be nearly the same casting, even though it's a Chevy, because I don't want to bust one of these lights off. I'll be really upset with myself if I do that. So let's go ahead and take this truck out. After this, we've got 6 1970s Chevy Cheyenne sort of trucks to open up, and Silverados. So these are the only 1990s trucks I have. We've got a tonneau cover on this one, held on by an elastic. So get that off. Big, huge slicks under the box. Love that glossy black paint job, and wow, is that ever a nice paint job on there. So we've got MJS53. Is this an opening hood? Nope. I guess M2 has decided to do away with the opening parts on some of these trucks, perhaps for the very reason that we're seeing with the K5 Blazer. Who knows? I've noticed a lot of 1/64 scale brands are moving away from that. Let's get these off the bases and check for rollability. I have to say that these trucks are wonderful. The quality is top-notch, right on par. Got a great rolling K5 Blazer here. The blade just ever so lightly touching the tabletop. And removable roof piece, of course. Looks really cool without the roof piece on as well. And this is a 2-part roof piece. It's got a separate chrome window insert into the white plastic cap. I'm not sure why that's relevant, but I just thought I'd share that information with you. And then we've got the truck. So we've got the little Christmas tree. It's good scale. And really like the 4x4 version of this truck. Now, it does have a little bit of bananing going on, as I call it. It's kind of a little bit bent here, but that's not a big deal. These trucks are assembled with screws, so you can loosen that back screw off a little bit, and very likely just kind of set it right if you're that kind of finicky about it. I'm probably not going to worry about it. I think the truck looks pretty darn good as it is. And it's a nice rolling truck as well. Very cool to see it side by side with the lowered Chevy version here. So let's go ahead and look at the Chevy now. That tonneau cover. Now this truck shines up beautifully. As you could already see before, it's got a wicked paint job on it. Those big huge tires rolled straight and true. There's no wobbles. And you've got the tonneau cover, which comes off. It just sits on there nicely. Doesn't slide around or anything. And you can carry a Christmas tree in that truck if you want. Put the tonneau cover on the Christmas truck, perhaps. Suit yourself, I suppose. I like it the way it is. And so we've got 6 more vehicles to open up with you guys. We're going to have to make a little bit of room here, potentially. Starting with the 75 Chevrolet Silverado. This is a Miho exclusive as well. 6,600 pieces. 600 chases exist. And we'll take a look at this truck from all sides as we get it out of the packaging. Pretty cool so far. Very, very cool. Love the rusting patina on it. Love that we're seeing more of these patina trucks. And obviously it's a bit of a restoration mod with these big chrome wheels on it. I'm going to do a switch of the wheels because I did buy a couple of these trucks mainly to do that. And again, same as the K5 Blazer, this Chevy square body just doesn't have a high opening hood. So I'm going to stop talking about the hood. Chances are I've even mentioned that in previous videos and just have completely forgotten. That meaning that it doesn't really bother me that much. I really like that the hood opens, as I had said. So it doesn't really matter that much. And then we've got this truck here. Well, let's get some clarification here. Miho exclusive, 6,000 pieces. Really nice 79 Chevy Silverado. Oh, it's already coming out. Yeah, nothing on the back of these packages really. And check out that paint job. Let's get some dust off of it. Really cool. Love those Goodyear tires on those big steel-looking rims, racing rims. Now this one has a separate opening hood, as all of the square body trucks do. But I think we're just gonna stop poking at it, and I do know that there's a nice detailed engine under there. So this is the most limited vehicle I've opened. It's a super convention vehicle from 2022, Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, there's 3,600 of them, so it's not like it's uber rare. If there was only like 600, that would be a little different. It is not a chase, although it does look like a chase. Those gold copper kind of wheels and bumper treatment. That's just the way all of the super convention trucks are. So I don't know if there is a chase or what it looks like if there is one. But I really like it. It's got those pink line wheels or tires and gold door handles, kind of a pearlescent gold interior with just gold trim everywhere. And of course, super convention on the tonneau cover, which is held on with an elastic currently. And Aiden on the license plate. I'm not sure what that means. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, 3 left to look at, and this one has 6,600 pieces total. 79 Chevrolet truck square body. Of course, 79, yep. So we'll open that one up. Take a look at it. And it's got a really nice metallic blue paint job with those kind of white and green ghost flames on the front of it. That hood looks like it's well aligned. Maybe it'll open a little bit more. No, hardly at all. Okay. It would be nice if M2 sold like a little steel wheel kit for those of us that want to just put regular wheels on or just try it, you know, here and there, maybe with some axles. Maybe they do sell one. I just don't know about it. Foose. There was lots of Foose trucks made, 22,000 pieces, so this one's not going to be hard to find, I don't think. Cheyenne Super 10. There's one of Foose's iconic hot rod cars on the back. A picture of it. And there it is. Wow, check out the shininess. I mean, M2 really gets the paint jobs perfectly. And all of the details on them. I like the white painted bumpers, and we've got the Foose design tonneau cover on it. The white grille and headlight bezel assembly. Very nice. Very nice. We're not going to do a roll test on all these trucks because I found that M2 trucks and cars do roll very nicely, so I don't feel the need to test each one when the video starts to get a bit long. 5,500 pieces on this Chevrolet Silverado 10. That's another, oh, that's an M&J Toys exclusive. And it comes with a surfboard on the roof. So you can definitely remove that. Or keep it on there if you like. Now, I don't like to leave the elastics on my vehicles, as you guys know. I don't know that for sure. Oh, wow! What happened? Lo and behold, the final vehicle I should try has a fully opening hood. Now, what is going on with all the other ones, I wonder? This is probably a fluke, but it's nice to know it is possible and gives me hope that I can possibly adjust my other trucks to make those hoods open if I wanted to. No, I'm not sure I'm going to go ahead and do that, but like I said, screws hold these trucks together, so it would be fairly easy to do. So in closing, I have to say I thoroughly enjoy collecting M2 products. It's always a pleasure getting them all opened up, although it does take a fair amount of time, what with all the screws and Lexan cases to open up, but you know what? It's worth it, and it is fun. It's an experience. I do have a lot more M2 to look at with you guys in the near future. No square bodies, just basically cars down there. And of course, a ton of other manufacturers, including Greenlight, Auto World, Johnny Lightning, and some others as well. But thought I would get something other than Hot Wheels out to you guys. And yes, the vintage year-by-year Hot Wheels videos will resume again soon. I'm just way behind. So hopefully this wet your whistle in the meantime. And if you're after any of those trucks, of course, as always, happy hunting.